All right, that's good enough. Welcome to All Eyes on Cleveland. Sorry about that, folks. That one's on me. That one's on me. Yeah, strong odor, correct. OG Philly. Sorry, thank you all for being here in the chat and waiting patiently for me to be on time. This is Brown's Film Breakdown, brought to you by FanDuel. And all eyes on Cleveland with Big Case Dog. What's going on, Case? How you doing, brother?
You can say anything you want. The chat's still going to blame me. It's
that's
they are.
absurd.
They. I
That's
was even chatting
absurd.
with them. They're still thinking it's my fault. That's cool. I'll own that. I got to be better. I don't know if you guys have heard that before.
Yeah. Listen, guys. I'm gonna go watch the tape. We all got to be better.
Yeah.
You heard anybody say that recently? Did you see the montage of him? I got to be better.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's my. He's like, it's on me. I got out coached today. Got to be better. It's on me. It's just so repetitive. Like you could just play it on a loop for an hour straight. Never trust anybody that eats spam.
Love you guys.
Yeah. Thanks. You guys are the best chat in all the world. Thank you for hanging around. Patrick Kramer here. Matt here. Henry. Oren. OG Philly in the house. MC, of course. Heather. What's up to everybody? All right. The show has started. We need tackles. All right. So the tackle situation we'll start with right off the top is dire. It's a dire one. Cam Robinson, I think, will play. Okay.
Yeah.
Limited participant.
He was a limited participant when he was on the field.
That's factual. He was. And I think on the other side, what are you going to get this weekend? KT?
More than likely. I mean, look, if Jack can play, that's great. But are you counting on that? Because I cannot. And even if he's on the field, do you feel like he's going to finish the game?
No. This whole concussion thing is quite interesting. Have you read about this from Jake at all in the chat? So people have been unable to find
where
a play where he would have received a concussion. Now, I'm not calling him a liar or saying he doesn't have a concussion. There's just no evidence to the fact that in the game, a play where it's like, oh, yeah, he hit his head here. I see where he got his concussion. So it's very weird. It's kind of strange. Brian saying he sneezed at halftime in the locker room. It's with this team, it's possible. Did Miles practice today? Did he? He did. He was a full participant today with an elbow. He practiced yesterday too. He had a wrap on his elbow yesterday.
Yep.
But he's gonna play. I did not like his post game press conference. It was not great.
Yeah.
I have a real question at this point, Casey, and I want to ask you about this, about the buy-in from this offense. I think there are things on tape that disturbed me on a level of like, and I'm going to take two people's comments and put them together that kind of describe the situation the best way I can think of it. Jake was talking about like they're just not ass kickers, right? They're just not when they block, when they go to seek out a block, sometimes they don't even get hands on guys. You know, two guys block one guy, they miss another guy in the open field. They have a chance to spring something. Somebody doesn't make an effort to get the next player down the field or whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like the little things that make you a good football team. And which you see like when the Lions play. it's like they are so intent on every detail. Every wide receiver is a really good blocker.
Mm-hmm.
And whether they're getting the ball or not, they're blocking their ass off down the field. And like, that's not happening.
Well, we don't have to go
Okay.
too far back here. It was happening 20, 21, and 22.
Exactly.
The whole no block, no rock, like
Yeah.
you were seeing out of the wide receivers, the attention to detail. They were ass kickers up front. You got
Exactly.
displacement in the second and third level. That's the reason you're springing big runs. Now, it doesn't hurt to have Nick Chubb, but that's what this team was. That's the one thing that you could bank on going into every game is,
Yeah.
on both sides of the ball, you're going to win the line of scrimmage, which always gives you a chance.
So that, and then what I heard Joe Hayden go on a rant.
Yeah.
Did you hear it?
Some of it. I didn't listen to the whole thing.
About Tomlin?
If Tomlin was coaching the Browns, none of this would be happening.
He wasn't really saying that. He was just, I guess he was saying that in a roundabout way, but he was just kind of saying like, it's not the same. Like, if you miss a block or you're not executing something properly,
Yeah.
someone is holding you accountable. They're pointing it out on film to you. And they're telling you, if you don't fix this, I'm going to find somebody else that will do it, because this is required for us to win football games. And from what I see on the film, week in, week out with the Browns this year, that can't be happening.
Well, it has been years, honestly, where that hasn't happened. Where you'll see a mistake, and you're like, all right, they're going to have to correct that before next week, and then 1 or 2 weeks later, it rears its head. The exact same thing rears its head from the same players, and they're always on the field.
Always on the field.
I'm watching it now with receivers quitting on routes. Like that right there, I don't give a shit how talented you are. If you're quitting on the route, I can't have you on the field. I'm going to put someone else out there that hopefully they're not as skilled as you, but they're going to be hungrier. They're going to do their job. And if you have all 11 doing their job, good things happen.
Patrick nails it. Where is the accountability? Yeah. So you take the lack of accountability that is, to me, pretty evident at this point, along with the inability to be creative. Teams are playing man against you. You're seeing less too high safety looks than anybody in the league, when that's how everybody stops everybody in the league, because they're afraid of, the explosive play. Yeah. Nobody's afraid of that with you. They're playing single high, man to man, because they're not afraid anybody's going to take a shot over the top. Our quarterback is so risk averse. He won't take any shots down the field, even when their guys are open. He was wildly inaccurate in short to intermediate when guys were open. He needs to be better.
Absolutely, yeah.
But everybody does on this offense, including the coaching staff, which I think is not providing any tactical advantage for their players.
Yeah. I can't get past getting a 1st and goal from the 3.
And not
0 run attempts. Time. 0. We're not going to give it to Quinshawn once.
Not one time.
Like we don't have an identity, and we're going into week 7, man. And we got a guy who that should be our identity, right? I don't think that this isn't rocket science. You see what you have on the roster. This is the way you're going to have to play. You're not overly talented in the skill positions or at the quarterback position, but you have a running back that you can ride. You can hit your wagon to him, man. That's the offense. And for whatever reason, 12 rushing attempts, and they can say, well, the game flow. Not when it was 1st and goal from the 3. Don't give me that game flow shit. You got to score. You can't come away with 3. Just can't do it.
Can't do it. I mean, at that point, when you're there with this team, I'm getting it. If I have to get a yard, and a yard to get it in, then we'll do it.
Yes.
But I'm getting in the end zone.
Sold.
And that mentality is missing. I don't know what Kevin is doing. I'm at a loss. And I like Kevin.
And I'm saying, like, I'd say we're pretty staunch Stefanski supporters throughout the years.
Yeah.
What am I pointing to right now that I can hang my hat on and say he does this well? He's excellent at this. And years past, I would say it was play sequencing. Like he could really get defenses on their back foot. And it's
nothing,
man. And
it's like throwing darts at the wall, right?
Yeah.
And the darts you're throwing they're not creative. They're not creating explosive plays.
Mm-hmm.
The issue that I find, like, in watching other games, and I've talked about this a couple times now, but like I watched the Detroit Kansas City game.
Yeah.
On right? Was that Monday night?
Sunday night.
Bunch formations against man-to-man. What are you laughing at? We are tanking their 3 quarterbacks next year's draft.
No, I'm just laughing about, like, if you're watching Kansas City and Detroit, it's easy to get depressed.
Very.
When you watch, like, functional football and, like, scheme that actually just gets people magically open. Creative. When you see it, you're like, oh, shit, I remember that. We still do that.
Yep.
And
how about a misdirection? Dude, we don't run any misdirection.
Dude, Pittsburgh had jailbreak pass rush the whole game, and we're not running screens. We're not moving pockets.
Not a screen.
We're just straight dropping back,
dropping back.
Yeah,
and not even helping the tackles at times.
No, 1-on-1, baby. What
Leaving
are you talking
KT
about?
Levinson on an island with JJ Watt in what's his name?
And Nick Herbig. Why not?
Herbig, which is malpractice.
Yeah. No, it's organizational malpractice. It truly is, man. And props, like, I agree, man. Dylan needs to play better, but I'll tell you one thing's not in question. That little dude's tough.
He's tough.
And that can't be your number one attribute as a quarterback. I'm gonna need you to be good first.
He's composed. He has a lot of composure. But my biggest concern is, like, the book on him was like, he's accurate, at least in the short to in middle game.
Mm-hmm.
I wrote on it earlier this week, and there's one play in particular where Isaiah Bond runs a whip route and he smokes.
Smokes a guy. Yeah.
And the ball's not even close to catchable.
Yeah, but I'm also going to talk like he's a finished product. Like, this is we know what he is now. You know,
no, I'm just
2
saying.
games, and one was in London and one was in Pittsburgh. Man, we're going to start to find out now. Like, what are you capable of?
Here's the next problem, though. Weather this weekend is going to negate probably any evaluation you get this weekend, potentially.
Yeah, but not in the short. This is going to have to be short to intermediate. Yeah. You're going to be punting the ball if you try to get it 40-50 down the field. You know, like, I don't know. This is another thing. Like, this is schematically, how do you approach this game if you're Kevin? If we walk away from this game, and I don't give a shit what the script is, this has to be a 30 rushing attempt game minimum between Quinshon and Ford. And it has to, right? If we're talking potential 50 to 60 mile per hour winds. The rain's whatever. The rain doesn't really. Wind is that'll ruin everything in a passing game. So I expect a ton of short stuff, operating quickly, but, you know, my expectations versus like what we've been seeing these last few weeks be getting dialed up. Who knows, man? Who knows?
We're going to be there. I'm going to be there.
And I heard. I'm not watching this game live, actually. I'll be in Gatlinburg, Tennessee in the mountains. So I'll be watching after the fact Sunday night.
We have field passes before the game.
That's dope. That's dope, man. Yeah. Well, enjoy it. Take your raincoats.
Yeah.
You know, be sturdy because that wind's going to knock you around a little bit.
Hang on to something.
Yeah.
Hang on to something. Ultimately, they should win this game. Vegas has them as a favorite.
I was going to ask you because when I texted you earlier in the week, it was 2.5. What is it? Is the line held or is it moved? As the over-under came down because of the weather?
2.5.
Get those bets in now, people.
Yeah, man.
You're in for another rock fight.
Yeah, take the under for sure on this one. But yeah, I mean it gives them an opportunity to win a game, and to win a game right now would just be, it would mean a lot to the organization just to win a game. They need a win so badly for morale purposes, to hang on to any semblance of who they could potentially be.
Yeah.
And there's no disillusions about what this team is going to be at this point. But like if you lose this one, it gets ugly really fast. I feel like this is a pretty impactful game.
Yeah, I mean, you're playing another 1-5 team.
Yeah,
at your place. Yeah. This is, I mean, to the title of the show, this is the definition of a must-win. You can't lose this game.
Yeah.
You know, this is the type of game that if you lose and look bad in doing so, I'm not going to be surprised when moves happen. I don't want that to happen, because then your season goes to hell in a handbasket pretty quick. You might get a 1-game or 2-game bump out of it, but you know, you'd be justified too.
There's a non-zero chance.
Yes.
That Jimmy gets so embarrassed by whatever happens on Sunday that he pulls the trigger.
Yeah. And look, man, he's justified. You can't spend the type of money this man is spending.
Yeah.
And be handed this many embarrassing losses too, because it's 1-5 sounds bleak. But even when we did our prediction schedule, like when we predicted the schedule, we had him at 2-4. We didn't have him setting the world on fire. But it's how you're losing. You're only competitive. You're competitive in 3 games, and you got blown out in 3 games. Non-competitive in the second half of 3 straight games. Not 3 straight, but you know what I mean? Like Ravens, Detroit, and Pittsburgh.
The crazy thing is, with the poor quarterback play that they've gotten, the awful, what I would consider the poor schematic approach that they've had on offense so far, which is really hard for me to say because I like Kevin so much, but he's just not doing anything that gives them an advantage, where we used to see him make plays or plays occur where he just found a weakness in the defense, or he leveraged a situation where he knew that they were going to bite on something that was going to work, and he saved it for the right time, and he would gain an advantage for his team that didn't require the players to be great or excellent, but just to execute a play at the right time and get you points. And it doesn't happen all season.
No, every play feels like a dead end. When Stefanski was successful in the system, every play led to another play, whether it was built onto something or it showed you something or it showed you the same look with the misdirection. And then, you know, like I said, you'd catch defenses on their back foot, you know, and then everything's so damn difficult. Every yard is so difficult. And then it just compounds when you watch other games and you just see easy yards manufactured just by the schematics themselves.
Yeah.
Well, but that's part of it, though. Like, they knew who they had on this team. Like, we were banking on this scheme, making it easier on the offensive line and going back to their wheelhouse. But like, they see this shit in practice, you know. And for me, it's been evident since the first game. Now, don't get me wrong; they had me fooled coming out of those Philly joint practices. Yeah. When they came out of that, I was like, "Oh shit, this offensive line's got a pulse," because I was hella worried going into that, like everything that was happening in training camp. But then they came out of those practices like, "Oh, they have a pulse." But then when since Cincinnati, it was evident, man, they can't win the battles up front, man. And they knew that. They had to have known that in the summer.
Yeah, they did. And at that point, it's almost too late to do something about it, personnel-wise.
Yeah, but that's right. When you know that's when you all of a sudden, we got to change schematic approaches. We're going to have to keep guys in the chip. We're going to, you know what I mean? All the little things. We get a front row seat every fucking week watching people chip on Myles Garrett. We see it every week.
Yeah, that's the thing is
that attention. But when we play teams that have game records, and it might not be Myles, but they're game records, all the same, and you don't give that kind of attention, it's like, What did you think was going to happen?
Minnesota came in and started 4 no-name backup offensive linemen.
Mm-hmm.
And we were unable to get pressure on Wentz, really, to a significant level.
Yeah.
There are ways to mitigate bad tackle play. We're just not doing them.
Yeah.
There are ways to coach out of these situations, right?
Yeah. Watch it every week.
We see teams find solutions to bad play and overcome them. The problem I have is we're not overcoming any of the hurdles that they have. They're just running right into them.
Yeah. And what's the counter argument to running the quick game teams are against us? Oh, it takes away from your explosivity. We're not getting those plays anyway. No. What are we doing?
No.
It ain't coming at the expense of anything, man. There's
no. I mean, there are some plays there.
Mm-hmm.
We just won't throw him down the field, and neither would Flacco, really.
Yeah, but that's the other point is he not being coached to work top down on play action?
That's what I'm wondering.
Is Kevin got his guys so worried about committing turnovers that it's putting guardrails and a lid on top of the offense of what it could be?
It's very potential. We don't know, but it's possible because we saw Isaiah Bond run a go route where you got a flat-footed corner and
you had to step immediately.
You had to step immediately. I mean, we talk about, he's even, he's leaving.
Yeah.
He was past him in a split second. He looked that way for a second, but went right off of it. There's guys open in the middle on some digs and overs, and the ball just never gets thrown there. It's not a ton of, I'm not saying that he's scheming a ton of guys open, but there are opportunities there.
Yeah, and when you're a team as depleted they are in skill positions, you have to take advantage of everyone you get. But if he's not being coached to read it that way,
Yeah.
And I'll say this, obviously this week's not the week to do that.
No.
All of a sudden light it up in the deep third. I mean, don't get me wrong, I would love to take a shot just to show the defense that it's on the menu.
Yeah.
That it's a possibility. You might want to guard back there, but I'm trying to be as realistic as possible.
Well, you got to think the defense is going to play well at home. I would think in this weather against this offense, I would think that they play well. You hope they can create a turnover. You lean on Judkins. Maybe we get some more creative stuff this week because we know the weather's going to be there. I keep saying that every week, expecting to see it, and I just haven't seen it.
Yeah, and I saw a couple plays against Minnesota that I was like, okay, there's what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
and it fades rather quickly.
Yeah,
I'll say this about the Dolphins in general: they're not good, but their defense is letting up 29 points a game, but they get after quarterbacks. Like when you watch, I think they got a pretty good rush up front, especially with Phillips and Chubb. Like they have a good thing going up front, so that'll provide problems just by itself.
Yeah, no, there's no question. How about this game tonight?
Here's my question. If Flacco beats the Steelers, will our fan base implode by morning?
No.
You don't think?
Oh, yeah, they probably will, actually.
You don't think if Flacco, after we just got handled by the Steelers, if Flacco goes in and... which I don't think is the likeliest outcome, but...
Kenny Pickett is not the solution to this. I
was hoping you weren't able to read that.
I can't envision him doing any better than any of these guys.
Yeah, but the argument there was like, let's see, that's who they had envisioned starting. If they truly had that kind of faith, then they shouldn't have traded him. If they truly had the faith that he was going to be the guy,
Yeah.
So I don't know how true that is, that they really had that kind of faith.
Yeah, there's no, yeah. I mean, that's what they want to sell you, right? Is that he was the guy all along, but I don't know, man. it's tough. I just want to see some progress.
Yeah.
You know, in like the offense, and like them finding a way to manipulate like what they're seeing every week that's working against them, like make teams do something different against you.
Yeah.
And it's just not there. And to watch the play details of it, like I watched this game 3 times.
Yes,
It's like Clockwork Orange torturous.
Yeah. Yeah, I got 2 in and I was like, I'm good here.
Yeah, I mean it's just going to be, and the people that want Shador, I understand it because I don't see like the ceiling in Gabriel. But I had a conversation with Jake tonight, and he's right. It's 2 games. You can't. Mm-hmm. It's 2 NFL games against in really bad circumstances. Like, what if Flacco beats Cleveland? Says Warren. That would be a disaster.
But let's be real. That's the very last game of the season. If you already held in a handbasket, it isn't going to mean that much at that point. If you've already if shit truly hits the fan, it won't matter what happens in week 18.
No, there's no doubt.
Don't get me wrong. If that game was like right after the bye,
when do you think? How long do you want to give Gabriel, and what do you need to see from him to extend that? Like, how long at a minimum do you want to give him? Because it's only fair.
6 games.
6.
Yeah, if I see 6 games, that's a good enough sample size to make a decision for me.
Oh, Lord.
You think the leash is shorter than 6 games?
I do.
I don't. I mean, if it goes horrendous, yeah, but if he's not out there turning the ball over, you're not losing because of him. You're not winning games.
Wow.
But I would say if you do that, you're going to get about the same amount of games as Shador then, right?
Kramer nailed it for me. I think they take a hard look at the bye.
Well, look, at the bye, there could be a lot of changes, and then it's game over. But I'm saying if it's this current coaching system lasting throughout the season, if they make it all the way through, I think he'll get 6 games.
Yeah, I said I'm with you, McLovin. I'm giving him 2 more, and I'm evaluating what I see, and I'm taking a hard look at potentially giving the ball. That doesn't mean he doesn't get more games later.
Mm-hmm.
But it doesn't have to be 6 straight. What's up, Chef? It doesn't have to be 6 straight for Gabriel. I guess ideally it would be, but
that's the world I'm living in. This ideal question.
I know.
Don't get me wrong, man. If Stefanski's fired on Monday morning, all bets are off.
Yeah, I guess here's my fear, or not my fear, but I'm not excited to watch Dylan Gabriel play quarterback.
Yeah, but you already said it. You're 2 games in. Like, I know. I'm not speaking definitively on what this kid is,
but I wasn't excited when they drafted him.
I know, and I think you're carrying that into this right now. This part.
I am. So I'm taking that evaluation based off what I've seen, and I haven't seen anything that made me feel better. In fact, what I've seen has made me feel worse. Now, is that fair to him? No. But he hasn't been accurate even when guys are open.
Oh, week 1. I'm going to say week 1. The game against Minnesota was different. This was worse.
This was much worse.
This was definitively.
And I even left the game feeling like...
Yeah, the TV copy was more forgiving.
I thought he played okay.
Yeah.
I was like, he played okay. It wasn't his fault, really. And it wasn't his fault that they lost. But after watching this 3 times, and one of them being the breakdown that you should all be over watching at brownsfilmbreakdown.com, go subscribe right now. It's worth the price of admission for sure. He was pretty exposed for being wildly inaccurate, even when there was easy stuff there. And passing on everything that was open down the field. I was very disappointed. I wrote about it at length.
Yeah.
He's got to help himself.
Yeah. No, the inaccuracy, it's because if you're going to win, that's how you're going to have to win. You're don't have to hit the layups. But I can't fault him for the downfield stuff until I see a bigger sample size to know if he's being coached that way.
Yeah.
No,
I get it. I don't know. Let's see here. What the Bengals have any chance tonight?
I mean, Thursday night, home game. Yeah, just because Thursday nights are wacky.
It's a weird one. I'm looking at this
and
right
Flacco
now.
gave them a little bit of juice because they actually had someone that could get their playmakers the ball. But like the thing that I've been bitching about are the wide receivers, Judy in particular, is they've got a bunch of body catchers on this team, and the first thing Flacco said when they asked him about playing with these Bengal receivers is they pluck the ball out of the air.
Yep.
It's like, that's a novel approach.
Yeah.
Maybe we should try that.
Yep.
Attack the ball.
Imagine that.
Huh.
Imagine that. Imagine having wide receivers that would pluck the ball out of the air.
I just want a wide receiver who acknowledges that the ball might be coming his direction before they cross the goal line. That'd be cool.
Would be good.
That'd be sweet. Just keep your head on a swivel. If my guy has to make a quick decision, I might get this ball right now.
Yep.
And I'll say that too. Like, there was a lot of drops in this game. Gabriel didn't play well, but his guys didn't even help him when he did. When he put the ball in your vicinity. My charge to you, wide receivers, is to catch the football when the ball is thrown to you in your general area.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Their help. He's getting no help.
We would feel a little better had those.
Yeah.
I counted 6 drops. They counted 4 statistically, but.
Yeah, I mean, he really is they're getting no help, and I don't know, man. It's just really hard to evaluate anything that we're seeing.
True.
Like through and through. Like, it's really hard to evaluate anything. The rookies are doing what they can.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Why is O'Shea still the wide receivers coach? I don't know. That's something that my man here has been asking for quite some time. Years.
I've gotten all kinds of push. I'm telling you, man. I don't know.
I'm with you though.
I don't get it.
Because I don't see there's no blocking. They're not good at catching. Yeah. I'm with you now, man. You sold me.
I didn't sell you. The play on the field sold you, man. I didn't have to do shit. And I'm not going to beat the dead horse, but like I don't get it. I don't know if he has pictures of Stefanski doing something he shouldn't have been doing. I don't know what it is, but he's perpetually just on the staff, regardless of outcome of his position group.
So have you watched any college football?
Some, when I can.
You like anybody at quarterback right now?
Oh yeah, I like Mendoza. I've only watched him play twice. I've seen some other cut-ups of him, but I watched 2 games in totality. And high-level processor. He's got the prototypical size. He's got the arm, can reach all levels of the field. His back shoulder work, it's like a long-ass handoff. He can throw it from opposite hash and do it. You know what I mean? Like, he's surgical with it. I think he would be a good quarterback for Kevin Stefanski, but I don't know if that's who's going to get the coach, the quarterback that gets here.
Yeah.
So I don't. But in general, I mean, I see the appeal. I like some of the tools of other guys, but I'm very hesitant.
Ty Simpson is interesting.
Yeah, but he's got 6 college starts, man. Like, that's tough. That's tough. Yeah, as of right now, he has 6.
Dante.
You look at the guys that are killing it in the NFL, they all have north of 30. They all have north of 30 college starts.
The kid in Oregon, Dante
Moore, he's got, I think he's at 11 starts, and 5 of those came 2 years ago.
Still impressive so far.
Yeah, no, I'm not. But I'm just so hesitant, man, to draft a guy just on tools when they have that limited sample size. Don't get me wrong, because if they're truly a unicorn, an outlier of outliers, a Josh Allen, even Drake May, who had limited college starts, you see it. Now, it might take a couple years before he's like one of those top 5 guys, but you can see that trajectory.
Yeah. I want the guy to be Sellers.
Yeah, Ivory Tool.
But I need to see more before the end of
the
season.
I think he has 18 starts.
And he's taking some steps through the season, but we've got to see more because
and his schedule is absolutely ridiculous. So is John Mateers. When you look at the teams these guys face week in, week out, they're being tested to the point where they can be catapulted into the top of the first round, or they could be going back to school, depending on how this plays out. And I think in Sellers' case, if he goes back to school, it's probably not South Carolina.
Yeah, no, I agree with you there. It's probably he might have his choice of where he wants to go.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, look at it. That's every tool. Like that's like, okay, I just designed a quarterback on Madden. Congratulations.
Warren asking, is Jed Wills available? We had this. I just got done doing the mailbag, and this was brought up in the mailbag as well. I think Jed Wills said he's taking a year off. He might be in. It was hinted in the mailbag that he was in Japan for some reason. I don't know that to be.
Well, I know that he did. His agent said that he was taking the year off, which is a good thing to say when nobody wants your guy.
Yeah.
To make it look like a hiatus type situation. I hope he gets healthy, all the way healthy, and hope he comes back and plays well for some team. I don't wish ill on him, but will he ever play for the Cleveland Browns again? Whew, highly doubt that.
Highly doubtful, but he gave you better tackle play than you're getting this year.
Mm-hmm. Still not good enough to win.
Not good enough. What? You can't blame the tackle for not being good enough. You have to blame the guy that put him there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Jed, you could blame for being a lazy ass who didn't play hard.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Like, I can get behind that. But, like, you can't. I cuss at KT Levinson so much every Sunday.
Yeah.
That I feel like I should send his family a letter. And, like I've damned him to hell so many times on every Sunday. And, it's not KT's fault. There's no way in hell he should be starting in the NFL.
No, he's not a tackle. He's not even a tackle. I don't know what we're doing here. He can't pass block. He just can't do it. He's physically incapable of moving laterally with these guys. He can't do it. I don't know why we're expecting him to.
I try not to, MC, but fuck, man. It is what it is. It is what it is.
I'm sure Browns fans lead the league in cussing on Sundays.
Yeah, man.
There's no way we don't.
He can't fucking. He
can't do it. He
can't block a door. He cannot block a door swinging open. It's insane. He's okay in the run game.
He's very good. He gets good displacement. He's angry. He finds work. I'm gonna keep saying it. That dude's a guard. I don't know what we're doing here, man. And like, I don't know. Give me an actual tackle. I don't give a shit if it's your practice squad guy. You see the results on the field. Get someone else out there. Get him up. Get Mumford up. Whatever you got to do.
You want to see Munford?
I want to see it.
Just cut him and then re-signed him to the practice squad.
Yep. Great. He's a tackle. He's played games before. It'd be better than KT Levison, man. A tackle.
Why? You think?
You're gonna tell me it's worse?
Show me then. Good point. It can't get much worse.
Show me. At least prove it to me, and I'll be like, okay, put him back on the practice squad. Whatever. But what are we doing with the same approach?
Yeah, man.
The retooling of this offensive line is going to be wild before next year.
Well, here's the thing. So we've got this question a lot too, and I feel like it's worth breaching like before we get out of here. Mm-hmm. We've kind of talked about the game this Sunday. I think they can win. Mm-hmm. The weather will be a huge factor, but it will be another example of like, okay, can you be a good enough coach to game plan for this weather?
Yeah.
But right, like that's where I'm at. Point one. And I think it should give the Browns an advantage. You would think, right? Or am I crazy for thinking that?
No, you would. You're bringing a team from South Florida with a quarterback who's historically had tough times and bad weather. Now the rain's whatever to me. They see rain in Florida daily, but that wind, that should affect stuff. It absolutely should. But I'll say this, like how I said that, their defense isn't good, but they do get after quarterbacks. It's our Achilles heel. What do they do on offense? They spread you out and run quick game. Yeah. The defense is Achilles heel. So I will see. There's the one player that scares me is A-Chain. He's fast, man, and they attack the edges with him. Yeah, they're wide zone. Even when they run outlets, it's out wide. They're going to try to get him on the outside of the hash between the numbers and let him work the sidelines to see if he can break one. Even in the pass game, like there's got to keep tabs on that dude at all times, man.
Yeah, I know. It's going to be it'll be what it is. But I guess my question is, like, we've had a lot of people ask, like, can you, should they even draft a quarterback next year, like, with a high pick? And I'm like, yes, you have to keep swinging.
Yes. And if you have an evaluation that tells you a guy's a franchise quarterback, that you have to take him. You have to. I don't give a shit what you did this year.
Yeah. I get that people are like, the reason why people are saying that is because they want to take, like, how can you put a quarterback in this situation, right? You know what I mean? And
good news is you're not. Yeah. Good news is it's next year.
Yeah. My whole thing is you should be able to fix tackle without having to use your top pick on it.
Yes.
In one off season.
Yeah.
Or am I crazy to
free agency is a place you can get guys too, man. And you know what I mean? Like elite guys, no. You have to draft elite guys and bring them up. But like stopgaps,
yeah,
you can find those guys, man. You can. Every year there's a 2 or 3 guys easy that are starting caliber that are just they're 15 to 20 and not 10 and up. You know what I mean? But you can do that, and you can draft and develop and. Yeah,
man.
Yep, McLovin, I'm with you, man. Show up in the wishbone.
The wishbone.
Show up in the wishbone this week, man. I don't know what we're talking about. Full house, that shit.
It's probably going to be a lot like that.
Hey, man, I'm not mad.
So we'll see. We'll see. All right, I know you got to go in 10 minutes, Case. What are you watching?
Well, I finished Peacemaker. It's in the books.
Finished it?
Yep. Yes, I did. I got through season 2. I already talked about Untamed, being through with it. Haven't started anything new yet. I'll be gone this weekend, and I'll have some time to Netflix. So I'm going to start Black Rabbit this weekend. I don't think I'll ever catch up to you, but I'm gonna try.
You'll never catch up to me?
I don't know if I can.
Never.
Dude. You finished that series in like 2 days, and then moved on to another one and finished it. And then how many episodes?
That's not true.
Whatever, man. You're just eating these shows.
Draft left tackle. Agreed.
Listen, MC's a smart man. If MC and Jeff were in charge of the quarterback hunt, it'd be over already.
Just remember, those of you that are fans of the show, just remember in the offseason when I was pounding the table for Danny Dimes and Casey Kinnamon shut me down. Ken, you laughed at me. You laughed at me.
I did. And my analysis was what?
Look at him now.
I said I don't like his face. Yeah, are we Shane Steichen's offense? Don't act like that's working everywhere. It's not. I watched enough of him.
He's been pretty good.
Yeah, and Shane Steichen's offense. Jalen Hurts looked real good with Shane Steichen too. Same style dude. How's Kevin doing with running quarterbacks? Is that something we can count on?
Oh, okay, all right. So we might not even try to get a quarterback.
No, we should get a new coach if we can't get a guy who can get a quarterback to work. For sure.
Good idea. Jeffrey says something about the last episode of Peacemaker was so disappointing.
The ending of it's when things end on cliffhangers, Like it's tough.
Tulsa King season 3 is excellent. MC. And I am
nuking these series, man.
I mean it's in the middle of the season, so I've watched the episodes so far. He
TV guy, dude. You know it all.
The Sylvester, what's his name?
Sylvester Stallone.
Stallone.
Yeah.
I've never been a fan of his acting. Really? Even in like Rocky. I'm sorry if that appalls anyone, but he's actually incredible, and he's a very good actor in this series. So well done.
Yeah, I'm gonna let that go. I'm not gonna fight you on it.
Why? Because you think he's a good actor?
Because Rocky was like part of my DNA growing up, man. Had me outside hitting shit.
I get the movie is impactful.
Yeah.
But do you think he can really hang a hat on his acting job?
I mean, he plays a punch-drunk boxer pretty well. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. In that role, but anything else?
Yeah.
Outside of that, I guess.
Have you ever seen the first time that he played a gangster in a movie?
No.
Okay, it was called Oscar.
Okay.
It came out in like early 90s, maybe late 80s, like 89 to 91, somewhere in there. And he played a gangster. Marissa Tomei's in it. It's the worst movie. Like, it's so bad.
Yeah.
But he is a mobster wearing a 3-piece suit, all, But it was like set in like maybe the 30s or 40s. It was bad. I'm trying to think of a movie that I would throw down for Rocky and say that was a hell of an acting job. I don't know if it exists.
Yeah.
And he wrote the first Rocky, so I got to give him credit for that character.
He did?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he wrote it, and several movie companies wanted to buy it, but they didn't want him to star in it. So he turned all that down again and like held on and bet on himself. And then, the movie won an Oscar for best screenplay in 1976, I believe.
So that's pretty impressive.
For believing in himself.
That's impressive.
He was in porn before that.
Get out.
Look it up.
You can find the actual porn.
Yeah, I've never watched it because I don't want to watch it. You know what I mean? But like,
wow, that's wild.
Yeah.
He is. He's good in this role. I did not know that Stallone did porn.
He also, I think, he wrote Paradise Alley.
When was Paradise Alley?
I think his brother's in it with him, Frank Stallone, if I remember correctly. See, I had a dude that had to go to juvie, and he read the book, and he was telling me about this years later. And then he said he saw the movie. I've never seen the movie.
Oren, you're a piece of work, buddy. Yeah, me neither. Not tuning in for the Stallone porn. No, thank you.
Oh, I'm good. I'm good on it.
Pass on that.
Time for Stallone, though. He had to do what he had to do.
Yeah, you got to do what you got to do, man. That's a fact. Everybody does.
I'll say this for it. Like it's you have to be in the cheesy action movies, but Cobra is pretty badass.
He was in?
Yes, it's vicious. It's like but it's like Dirty Harry type thing. You know what I mean? He's a cop. His name is Cobretti or something. Marion Cobretti or some shit. Everybody, Cobra. But it's hardcore,
man. Have you seen this Fallout show?
No.
I don't know anything about it. I know it's based off a video game, I think.
Right? Walton Goggins was in the first season of it.
Goggins was?
Yeah, he plays the
Fallout?
dude. I don't know shit about Fallout, so I don't know his name in the show.
Huh.
Goggins is a bad dude, though, man. Everything he's in is excellent.
Fallout was money. Interesting. All right. I'll have to check it out. Yeah, because Goggins is one of my favorites. So
yeah, when he shows up in something, you know it's gonna be good.
yeah. I usually, it's one of those things. I don't know why I can't get over it. The video game turned into a show.
Yeah.
It shouldn't stop you from wanting to watch
No,
it.
because we're in a time where original shit's just not happening. So it's a form
happening.
of original stuff that it's not a sequel to something that's already been made or a reboot. So that's just where they're going to have to pull source material because no one's writing original shit. Movie studios aren't producing original shit right now.
Yeah.
The marvelization of Hollywood's wild.
Yeah. It is. Yeah, there should be a bunch of new shows coming out here as we get into the thick of fall. I mean, we're there. What am I talking about?
Have you ever enjoyed a movie or a series that was based on a video game?
What's the one on HBO based on a video game? Chat'll know. What's the hit show on HBO based on a video game? It has to do with the fungus that grows.
Oh, The Last of Us.
The Last of Us.
Is that what I've never watched that either.
Thank you, Jeff. I watched the first season, haven't seen the second. I know it came out in 7, but it was pretty good for one season. I mean, it was good. It had me hooked. I haven't seen the second season. Is the second season good, Jeff? What? Silent Hill? Is that a movie? McClellan?
Yeah, it's a movie that's based on a video game. And the video game's considered scary. Like for a video game. A lot of jump scares and whatnot, but I never played it. I don't like the Street Fighter movie, the Mortal Kombat movie, Super Mario Brothers movie. I'm trying to think of what my favorite adaptation is from a video game.
Yeah, I didn't know there was that many, to be honest.
So many now. I'm sure I'm missing one, though. It was awesome.
Well, that's our time tonight, folks. It is 8:30 Eastern. Lock in for this one. We need this one. We need this dub badly. The Witcher, says Jeffrey. Is that good? I don't even know what that's about.
Yeah. I've watched the first season during the pandemic. Me and my wife did.
Resident Evil, yeah.
So I didn't get in those movies either.
I haven't seen it. I just know it's based on a video game. Oren, good job, brother. Thanks for being here. Brian, everybody in the chat. You guys are all awesome. We all deserve a win this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Let's hope we get one. Get over to Browns Film Breakdown. Subscribe today. Thank you.
And if you see Brad and Jake at the game, man, make them take a picture with you in this downpour.
Yep, do it. I'm going to see you Sunday, Philly. Let's go. Appreciate you guys. Thanks, Chris. Hit like, subscribe on your way out if you get a chance. Make sure the button still works. And thank you for watching. For Casey Kinnamon, I'm Brad Ward. Get over to Browns Film Breakdown. If you're up at the game, yell at me on Sunday. Be happy to see you. And we'll be back next week with a brand new show. Peace, love, chicken grease. Something like that.
Nailed it.
Is that what nobody said that? Okay. I thought that was a saying.
No, you nailed it.
Oh, I nailed it? Okay. Yeah. For Casey Kinnamon, I'm Brad Ward. We're out.
Peace.